Hello everyone. So this is my testimony of what happened to me as a result of being in the New Age movement. So the New Age movement is a mixture of different religions, kind of like Hinduism, Buddhism, paganism, and it's basically a spiritual philosophy that people can become their own god. And it promotes a lot of things like meditation, yoga, astrology, mantras, So I got involved in it, and I was interested because of, I was noticing that psychic abilities were very real, and I wanted to become more psychic. And also I started doing meditation, and these spirits that pretended to be of God would contact me. They would make me believe that I was so divine, so spiritual, and so I didn't really purposely do this, but I let them into my life. And I'll explain more in the next video. So I did come to believe that this New Age stuff was the real spirituality. And, my manifestation abilities were getting amazing. Like, if I could just think of something and want it bad enough, it would come into my life, And I would see repeating numbers all the time. Like, if I would stop a YouTube video, it was almost always like 1 minute and 11 seconds left of the video, or some other kind of repeating number, like 111, 222, all of the repeating numbers. And I was interested in, astrology and, Hinduism and Buddhism and meditation and yoga. I was getting really, really obsessed in this because I believed that this was the real spirituality. So, but things started to get bad, and I started to kind of see that this stuff is not exactly what it says. It's kind of like, if you eat junk food, it tastes good, but it's gonna slowly poison you. So I had all these reasons to believe that I was on the real spiritual path, and I had psychic abilities and everything. But things started to get bad. I started to have insomnia a lot, and I would lucid dream almost every time I would sleep. And at first the lucid dreams were okay, and I thought I was having all of these spiritual experiences in the lucid dreaming. But I started to learn later that it wasn't as beautiful as it seemed, because there would be these demons who would just come into my dreams almost every time I lucid dream, and they would give me these powers, being able to fly and just having psychic abilities, basically supernatural powers they would give to me. And I wasn't really stopping it, but I didn't care too much. I would just be sometimes I would be a little bit scared, all these demons are contacting me. And if you don't know, a demon is an evil spirit. They can pretend to be of God, but they're not. They are not of God. So as all of these demons were coming into my dreams, I realized that all these spiritual beliefs, all these spiritual practices, and spiritual experiences that I was having were not what they seemed to be. I also realized the spirits who contacted me in meditation were demons. They were not of God. And So in my dreams, things started to get worse and worse. At one point, I did have an out-of-body experience. Like, I could feel my soul leaving my body, and I thought, oh, it's just spirituality, you know. Yeah, I was wrong, but I could kind of, like, experience things on a level, like a soul level, like something I never experienced before. Like, it was like a state of consciousness with no ego, no fear, no emotions, you know, none of that stuff. And I was also very intuitive. And I knew that I was sleeping at the time. And then later that night, I remember I was back in my body, but I was unable to move my body. It was not sleep paralysis because I intuitively knew that I was actually sleeping, and it wasn't just that my mind was awake and my body was asleep. No, I was experiencing things on a spiritual level. And, but there was a time when I started to have real sleep paralysis from these demons, and I will explain that in the next video. So in my dreams, it got to the point where demons were starting to have sex with me. I would feel like these powerful energies pushing me around. Like, I can't explain it, but I intuitively knew that these were demons. And I was starting to get possessed and oppressed by these demonic creatures so bad that I would desire to be pushed around like they did. I would desire to have sex with them. And so it was getting really, really bad. But one day things changed. Like, I had this dream about Jesus, and I realized if I continued to create my own divinity, my own God, you know, I knew that this would keep happening, and I would feel this pressure on my body. But if I became a Christian, I would be like this freeing feeling that I can't explain. So I became a Christian that day, and things got so much better. The demons stopped contacting me, and I felt this incredible feeling of love and joy and peacefulness. And, you know, it was just amazing, and, like, you know, I can't explain it, but it's wonderful, and it is very real. It's not just a belief. And to add to my testimony, I just wanted to say that the Bible does warn us about all of this. You know, Satan pretending to be God, demons pretending to be angels, darkness pretending to be light. It does warn us about this. And anytime you have a spiritual experience, test it. Make sure it's really of God, because this stuff can really trick you, and it really, 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 really feels real. And, yeah. So, yeah, thank you, everyone. And if you do end up getting deceived like I did, you're not alone. And yeah, God bless.